Hello and welcome to Anno 1800, and we're ready to start.
Flagship ready for orders.
Let's go to this island. So we're the closest to it. We've got 6 oil springs. Nice. So we've gone with the corners map, but starting with a ship rather than anything. I've got the reveal map all checked because I don't care for the fog of war. I just want to play, have fun, and not have to worry. Second island. Hops and... What did we have on that one? We had hops and fur. Hops and nitra. Hops, red beet, or red peppers, and fur on this one. To clay on that one. What's our oil like on this one? That's going to be interesting with a clay mine there. We won't get all of them in one. So that'd be two depots set up there. Yeah. Okay. That would be
Your city has
good
grown
enough.
more beautiful.
Well, if we have you like that. No, not like that. Like that. Yeah. Yeah.
A competitor has been annihilated.
What? You died.
Tremendous fun to dispense with dignity and become a sailor.
Oh dear. Wow. You shouldn't have gone by the pirates then, should you? That was a bit silly. Wibbly has been annihilated already. Oh well. Poor Wibbly. Out of the game before it even begins. I shouldn't have anything in here. As you can see, nothing. I removed them purposely. So what I want to do is work on our very first
A competitor raised a settlement.
well done. Do it that way or that? That way. Right, anyway. Wow. Don't rush. It screws you up. Thank you. I'm gonna go 5 high. We get 4 in here. And just now we need to move the whole thing. Could go. go there. And then all of that. Get rid of these. This. This. And this. Which will become apparent later on. um, in fact, we probably could keep those two. For now. Tab. Anyway. So the reason I go with this setup that I found watching other people playing Anno was you can run trains through the gaps, or you can fill it with decorations. And the reason I've left gaps here
Competitor raised a settlement.
is pub will go here, fire station here, and a fire station here, and that should give pretty good coverage across the whole of the city. Right. Anyway. So we want that one. No, not just yet. We'll get as a blueprint later on. Now we want you. We'll just do this for now. We want 4 of these. And then we'll join them like so. One, 2, 3, and 4. There, and there. Move that one, that one. Copy the whole of that and add it to our stamps. The whole of that. We ain't going to do anything with oil for a while, so we can go over here. Out of the way. That, and let's get some houses built.
You reached a new milestone.
So the game is about production chains and building a city. Get you two going first, so you can start putting logs in. Actually, we should just play on this game speed for now.
New orders?
We have in here 2 steel. There's Archie. Oh. Wow. have to pass the pirates to get to Archie. Well,
It's rare we leave any alive.
hey Archie. That way we can not have to worry about that too much. We got no wood. So we've got clay there, clay up in the oil, and that there. We've got iron over there and iron over here, zinc and zinc, lime there, and our oil springs there. Ideally, we want this island. And realistically, we should grab this island, seeing that Ripley decided to go by the pirates, and then we could claim more oil from here and have this as a second base of operations. Ideally. Let's speed up time while we're waiting. You build, you up and running. You up and running.
How do?
And we don't need that. You're there, aren't you? We're wasting time.
Flagship awaiting instructions.
Let's go. Buy all of that.
More flexible than you imagined.
Coordinates plotted.
If you say
More
so.
than Her Majesty's name.
Mm-hmm. Get them built, that built. Probably go with here. Okay. Wow. Oh, we got
You
6.
reached a new milestone.
Don't care for you. Fishery going. That's it. How do we want to do this? Although we could actually do that. gonna do it like that. Leaving a big space here, isn't it? So, yeah, that would be perfect for later on. Because if we move that to there now, later on, that will make this design will make sense. When we've got silos in. You guys, which links you straight up to them. That would have to go there. That would. No, you couldn't. Have to be like that. So we can get a second one up there. Waste of space here though. Look at that a minute. Couldn't get the farms in there, could we? Could make it slightly smaller. More compact. As compact, not base becomes a thing. Making things as compact as possible. These are major role. So we can have the silo here. And one sheep farm with a silo will supply 2 of these. And we will put that into place now. I'm going to put it there because that would just be too convenient. Could go here. Because one wheat farm will supply 5 silos, so we could put a wheat farm up here. All about planning. Now we only need that. Go into here, and we just need schnapps. That way, maybe. We have fire stations now open. Definitely put some of them in. At the pub.
Explore this! It's every person's right to change their mind.
No. I want, if possible, one of these included in our design. Snaps have a tendency to blow up. Maybe we could go with 6 here. Maybe. Let's see what we can do here. That would work. Did that part first. And then again. We'll move that as well. What do we want to be doing here? I say here. Now we're fine. We're giving them everything that they want, which means that more people move in. But we're going to get more people moving in anyway. And we're going to have to up our production again. Should all be able to reach good. Clothing as well.
New orders?
We need that wood.
Please, couldn't mug me out. I shouldn't ask. We've all we've ever wished for.
I don't even know if I've got 15 ton of wood. I should
done
do.
it.
There you go.
I wish I'd a goose for your kindness.
Flagship awaiting instructions.
20 damage slowdown, minus 40%. Yeah, you can go on here. There. So, this is how much money we've got. That's our rank for the profile. Game time, 32 minutes. How much money we're making per minute, or losing in our case right now. Our overall population, global population. And then our influence, we've got influence will play a role, as in you can spend it on propaganda. You'll have news articles that'll come through, and you can spend your influence to rule out the negative headlines and boost other positive things on your island. The cost, happiness cost, and influence cost. Trade, set up trade routes, and you'll spend influence within that, and that will reduce the overall amount that you're spending within trade. Military speaks for itself. Expansion, again, speaks for itself. The more islands you own, the more influence you'll spend within here. Culture is your island how attractive it looks, how much of your native space that you've used. The more space you use, the lower this will be. Currently, we don't have any of this. And optimization is done through your cards, through the specialists that you can bring in that will boost certain aspects of production chains and influence people to be happier and things like that, which you put into trade unions or town halls or harbour masters. We're doing well on there. Here, as long as the green bar is above the blue bar, you're fine. That's the demand. That's your production. We're producing, capable of producing 4. The demand is for 2. So we're good. We're overproducing at the moment. It means that I can expand the island significantly and then boost these productions as we need to. The fire stations has, apart from here, we have decent coverage. I guess I could little play here and see if we could optimize that by moving that over there. No, you don't really have that much coverage in the corners. Get rid of that. There. Two. Two. You two. No, not you two either. You two. Up there. See if that fire station would make a difference. Not really. We boost a little bit over here, but so yeah. No, we don't want to. There we go. Now we're just slightly above the blue bar on schnapps. But we're making 443 gold per minute. Now, the production buildings need people. So it's 50 people per schnapps or distillery, and then 20 people per potato farms. So 70 people for each one of these that we're putting up. Fire stations don't cost any people. Warehouses don't cost people. All of this costs people apart from the warehouse. 5 people for the lumberjack, 10 people for the sawmill. Then it's 50 people, I believe, for this, and then again 20 people, 10 people for the farm. So 60 people for each one of these that we put up. And we may as well get another one going because we will need it soon enough. And another farm, another fishery. And we're already able to go to workers. But each house for the upgrade for the workers costs 4, and I want to have 100 houses done so I can start producing bricks. Our fellow comrades are into workers over there and our workers over there, so we're behind at the moment. But if we go into here, Economy wise we're better, strength we're the same. Well,
You reached a new milestone.
start upgrading these. Now we've got a new class of people, which also means I can
I feel it reflects the times.
newspaper.
Honest work, that's all we ask.
Okay. Willie Wibblesock surrenders everything as last defenders for Shark Swarm over the corpse of trading empire.
Me a lot.
Now gone for good. Once the smoke has cleared, we may gauge what all this portends for us.
No changes? Really?
Yeah, really.
It must be wonderful to share the good news with others.
So we may as well you. Yes, we know about you. Put these on here ready. Bring you over like that. And we can't go that slow. We'll have to work that one out when it comes to it. Put a maybe. Do that. We need one more person, one more house. Now we can get all this up and running. So 50 workers and 25 workers for each of these. Now we're producing stone or bricks even.
Aye, aye.
We can send you back here because you should start selling
Taking the
bricks and
initiative.
steel.
Excellent.
And we want them. Both of them. In the meantime, we can put a demand in after that. We can go buy order on these, and when we're below 72 or below that, buy it in. Same as this. We won't put a buy order in on that. But now, the reason I haven't upgraded mortar workers is there is no demand for sausages at the moment. 0-0. If I had more people, sausages would become a thing. But while we're waiting on that, we can work on how we're going to do this. This is going to work out. And yes, we will find out. One. We want to keep. Come to think of it. I would have to go out 2, wouldn't it? It's either there or else we'd have to do it like that. Hmm. Six, which we need 4. We wouldn't need you to. Yeah, that would work. I'm sure there's a better way of making it work more efficiently. But wait for a little bit longer. Mm-hmm. That would around like that. But then we still lose that space. And there isn't enough room because it's a 3x2. That has to go in now. So we did that. Guess we could do that. We've got a way to join them either side. And that's silo ready then.
You can take all the credit for any finds I make here.
You want to?
Such impressive foliage.
Don't know. You're
I
asking
have
if you
you
can
to
have that
thank.
island for. Take whatever island you want.
A competitor raised a settlement.
Just dump that there. We'll lose a bit on here, but won't be anything too bad. them up. Let's see what our demands are like. We'll do another one then. Yeah.
Flagship ready for orders.
Good.
On our way.
Go down to there. What's our... Oh, we're fine with the pirates for now. We've got 4 steel here. So we've obviously had somebody come and deliver steel. Get one of them up. And our final sheep farm going. And another fishery. And the good thing about this is it's modular. So, snaps, I could drop another one in. Sausages, I could do another one. If I need more wood, I can drop another one. It's just quicker, easier. I recommend always doing what you can. And it's the first game I've ever started where Wibbly's actually being killed off from the get-go. I mean, or any AI for that matter. I don't get why they sailed away from their starting islands, but at least Wibbly. I don't know if he was trying to go for this one. I guess he was, and he just went straight across. But then, didn't she go up here as well and play with the pirates for a little bit? Just luckily for her, they wasn't hostile. But I want to grab the islands I want before the AI start devouring what islands are available. And our influence is dependent upon population. The bigger our population, the more influence we have. So at 1600, we'll gain another 20 influence. And we've got a plus 60 on global population. Because 609. Interesting. Oh no, that's our income. Global population of 1,400. We've got no investors. Okay, that's fine. You.
Your city has
Flagship
grown more
awaiting
beautiful.
instructions.
So we've got Nitra and that over there. That's where this comes in. Handy. Drop that there. And we can drop this. there. Looks a bit ugly there, but it'll be fine. There. Everything has to be connected to your harbour via road, so something to take note of.
Does this land belong to your queen? Or this island is the earthly twin of Tian, the mighty heaven.
Awesome.
A competitor raised a settlement.
Unbelievable. Dude, that's where I want you to go. You can start bringing in wood. Be back soon.
Flagship ready for orders.
I'll have the wood as well. So one more iron, and then, or steel even, and we can claim another island. What's this island? Not bad. Same kind of island, isn't it?
Are you open to trade?
Yep, that's
It is
fine.
good manners to agree terms of trade.
Is it?
You're wonderful. Magical.
Thank you. So the trade cards that you can get are here. So this would improve our speed by 7, which she already improves it by nothing. But slowdown is minus 40%, so we could increase our speed by +7. These are destructibles, so I never buy them. You can refresh at 5,000, but every time you re-roll, it goes up by 5,000. So we've got very little money. So I'm not going to be doing that. We are going to claim this island though, because it's right by our main island. And we don't have to worry about the pirates for another hour and 12 minutes. That's only got people there. We can get another one going. And we'll put you in there as well. We may as well get another 2 houses up and running over there. So we'll build the rest of that. Right, we've got 2 left. And we're okay. So, farmers
We're in clover.
demand a market, clothing and fish. That's what you need to cover in order to...
Opportunity to work together. Now we both benefit from each other's charity.
Yep, now go away.
You are careful.
Thank you. In order to upgrade them, you must fulfill these, but sometimes you have to fulfill a happiness bonus. So I don't need to give them schnapps. Schnapps.
Klaus changed things, I'll grant you. But for better or for worse.
Shut up. Schnapps will give us 3 coin per household plus an 8 in boost towards our happiness. We don't need to give them schnapps as long as we give them a pub. We give them a pub, they give us 1 coin per household and 12 happiness. As long as their happiness is up, they'll upgrade. As far as I know. And there is one way of finding out. Demolish the pub. Let that completely drop.
We put our love into this.
Pause all of that. How much maps did we have in? Oh, we'll have to wait for that to run out.
Something to keep you going.
But we will find out.
Do you call it altruism?
So every time you upgrade these, they'll get an extra ramp. And meaning that they can cater to more demands over here. But right now, we don't need to worry about that. These aren't tractor ready, but we wouldn't be supplying them with fuel anyway. A lot will change as we level up. Now, workers, they demand schnapps, they demand a pub, beer, and a church for their happiness. But for their needs, a market stall, fish, sausages, and clothing. On top of their previous 3, sausages, bread, soap, and a school are needed. Artisans won't demand clothing, a market, or fish.
No harm in a bit of fun, a bit of filth.
They'll-
Keeps the oil lit when work's waned your wick.
Yep, they'll demand all of this, plus they'll have an additional level of stuff that they demand, but they won't demand the very first 3 items that was needed in the first place for the farmers. They only demand goods from or the produce from the previous tier, but the tier before that one, they don't care for. They don't need to have any of the demands for that. Right, you're there. Good. You can build
Now
that.
you've got more islands
Flagship
than me.
ready for orders.
I know, amazing, isn't it? And we haven't finished. But I would recommend going and grabbing the islands that you want, then you haven't got to worry about the AI. Because they will snap up all the big islands pretty quick. So I could snap that one up, which is another big island. And then
I
I've
wish
got-
to spread harmony.
fine.
Then we are plum and bamboo together.
Oh, and bamboo.
You'll soon discover Princess Ching regales the most fascinating tales.
Not really that interested in tales. More interested in silence.
We will be so much stronger together.
Aye.
No need to be so formal. Of course I accept.
Do you ever shut up?
Benta is a wonderful friend.
Seriously. Now the funny thing is, off cam, they don't talk much. Right, as soon as wheat becomes a thing, we'll get the ability to get silos. When we get silos, then we can massively improve things, in which we're going to be working towards that now.
reached a new milestone.
Yes, thank you. But as you upgrade them, they have more demands. Their demands are doubled. And snaps do we have in there? One. So that's perfect for us to see if these still want to upgrade. They do. So you don't need to supply them with a pub or schnapp to get them to upgrade. But I would recommend the pub. You don't want them rioting.
Flagship at your service.
Right. So we'll get schnapps going again. Which we need to get another one up. We may as well build both of them. Clothing we're going to need to get more of. Are they demanding? They're not. Well, they are the demanding bread. But for now, what we will do is we will get a wheat farm at the back here. Let's just delete one of those in here so we can build this out a bit more. Right, we can't get any more there. Didn't miss anything, no, good. And we'll build that. Hopefully that gives us, you're going to unlock. It's not. It's still not asking. Maybe it's a certain population before that becomes a thing. Anyway. Time to plan our bread. So, wheat fill takes 1 minute. That takes 30 minutes to make it into flour, and then a minute to make bread. So it's 2, 1, 2. How do we want to do this? Maybe. Let's be like that. Now on there.
I'm
You
confident
there.
it's ready to go.
Yeah, that'll be fine. Work. We went, what, 1, 2, 3, went 6 over. This one won't be perfect, I know that, because we could fill in there, couldn't we? Yeah. And then we've got 2 ways of getting in. And that will supply enough of them to keep our people happy. That all the way out here. Green. Yeah. 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 And now we're supplying 2 bread. Okay. That means that we're going to get a
New orders.
Wait, there's another steel there. Take all of that. Yep, because we want
On our way.
this island as well. Um, bricks we can cancel buying you in.
On every street corner in no time. Really, entirely marvelous to meet you. And that we may show truth, or anything, actually, in our broadsheet.
Uh-huh.
I know you're busy, but I've a favour to ask.
Yeah, well, I'm going to do it anyway. But
There'll be potholes, so watch out.
oh, we didn't have enough wood. I was going to say, why couldn't I upgrade them all? So now I can build that, because that should supply both of them. You're there already? Good.
I suppose expansion is always
Flagship
good.
ready for orders.
Definitely is always good. Take all of that. We'll leave the wood there. Go back
Steersman!
to you. Yes, what can we do for you?
Take it before I change my mind.
You gained an influence bonus.
Scooped us out of the gutter, you did.
What did you give me?
How about a cup of coffee? You've been playing for 2 hours.
Been 2 hours? No, it's been... And again, yeah, because I had to go and do something, so I didn't... I was, get the it had been on the menu for 2 hours. Or for an hour, even, or just under an hour before I started playing. Right, so you want sausages, don't you? You've got a demand for them. Which means we need another wheat farm over here as well.
You're flourishing.
Means that I can then silo. Picture them. Need 24 wood. There. And that'll be fine. Because I can add in some wells. Just change it up a little. Haven't we got any wheat in storage? We haven't. Lovely. You're there again, aren't you?
New orders?
As I got 52 minutes with you. This side.
Coordinates plotted.
Right. Because we're going to be low on clothes. No, we're actually good for clothes. This 10. Hmm. We're producing 15. How many can you supply? I thought it was... Oh, because we got 2 up and running. We haven't got you built. My bad. Now if we look here... We built another one? No. Oh. Is it 3 that you can support then? So can you support 3? Demand is 14. So it is 3. So 2 of these can support 3 of them. Or 2 of those, sorry, can support... we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Interesting. Get that up and running, and then we may as well, if that is the case, add one of you over here. Now we're not producing enough wool. But then these haven't had wheat brought to them yet, have they? We need more bricks. But we're meeting the demand for sausages. Just about. We definitely need to upgrade this. There. So we've been producing 18, the demand is 18. Because sales requires 2. Okay. Or we're producing, sorry, 21, and the demand is for 18 of it. So we could, in theory, get another one of these going if we wanted. Yeah. Build another one of them. And then get the 2 of the brick factories over here going. Oh, we haven't got warehouse over there. That might be a problem. There you go. There's our 3rd one gone. Where are you? There you are. Yeah. Now we're making the maximum amount of bricks that we can make here, which would be a good thing. And we're making money, which is another good thing.
Amazing, you know what to do with them all.
Admiral.
I don't know what to do with them all. But I think I've got enough islands for now. 5 islands. I've got to make all of them islands work. Do we not demand for fish? Let's build both of them. So that one's now got so long, so therefore sausages, or not sausages, pigs, we're producing 3, only using 1. So therefore in theory we should be able to go, you build. And now it's a demand of 2 and okay. Can't build you because we need 5 bricks. Lovely. But and so we've used a lot of space on our island already, but we're going to work around that and make it so we don't use as much space at some point down the line. We can either utilize other islands for that, or we could, when we've got to the next tier of people, which is the artisans, we could build the docklands, which allows us to trade stuff. So we could bring in fish, snaps, and clothing, and completely do away with most of the needs for farmers. Right. If we build you, are you now leveling out 3 pigs? Okay. So we're underproducing now. So we don't quite produce enough. That's okay.
It's a surprise inspection.
We can pause
If it's
you
a lockout, we've a right to know the dispute.
so we're not underproducing. There we
Complete
can.
stop. Some scab broke closure, did they?
Now you should be fine again. Right. Now I could give them beer. I'm not going to, not yet, because I've got a lot of my population doesn't require beer. I will give them beer down the line. Now, not all of these will want to upgrade, like around the edges. They won't want to, because they're not. As you can see, those 4 don't want to. Those 3, 6 don't want to. Same up here and same here. because of the radius to the market
Thank the ickle bickle
and the
bar
pub.
nice.
We could make these brick roads, which would get most of these interested in upgrading, but not all of them. And I'm happy to leave those ones as they are for now. Not a big deal. Need some farmers anyway. We've got all of our silos here going. We don't need any more eggs being, or any more sausages being made just yet. That was what I was going to do, wasn't it? I was going to upgrade. Need 5 more bricks, which they should be coming in pretty quick. So now we've got an extra ramp, which hopefully will help reduce the overall loading times or waiting times over there. Whole line of these. We don't want to remove all of the farmers, just enough. Want those two there, and that one. So we've got 5 houses left to upgrade, and then all the ones around the outer edge can stay as they are for now. We do want up and running.
Flagship at your service.
Steel have you got to? It's not worth it. Let's go back here. May as well build that. Get 2 of them going. We didn't copy the one for the sheep. For the clothing even. They're in there. Go down here. Can we add you without? Right there.
It's all prepared.
That'll be fine. Not enough people. Okay. May as well get those in the pub going. We didn't build that yet, did we? We could definitely build that.
You reached a new milestone.
There. Right. What are we doing here? Just snaps. Oh, definitely do that. I don't see why we can't put them here. I want more houses done before I give them schnapps though. We're minus 332 on this island at the moment, which is now a good thing. And the other thing I need is, would I be able to get enough wheat here? I'd have to see like this, wouldn't we? Okay, that works. Got a warehouse, that would help, wouldn't it? Okay. Yeah, fine.
So brave, and so many lives saved.
Oh yeah, 22 wood. There. So we should be okay on all of that coming in now. Get them done, then we'll start bringing schnapps in. That'll be another island almost done. At least we're making money on this island now, even if it is 26 coins per minute. Let's get schnapps going. That built. Definitely get that built. Still need another schnapps. May as well build the other one, and then we know we've got enough schnapps coming in. we're fine for upgrading a large chunk of these before we have to worry about the population demanding anything more. As you can see up here, we've got the artisan and engineers and workers, even though we haven't got any of them on this island. That's because in the influence we have leveled up on expansion because we have 5 islands. So we have plus 50 workforce of all working groups on every island that we don't need to feed or anything. Just a bonus group. Should be getting close. Be okay for a little bit longer. We might even get them in before we need to worry. No. Yep, we're all good. So this island's now making 800. Maybe 900 by the end of it, or just over.
One final look.
Yeah. All good. These might be on, they're still on workers, and they're still on workers. They haven't upgraded to artisans yet. It won't be far. Do is,
Ceasefire has ended.
okay, our ceasefire has ended. Them and them right there. And we will put a school here. Putting some police stations in. Okay, we aren't reaching up here though.
We don't need you dragging us down.
May as well build them. Build
It's our
there.
blooming right.
New orders?
Build you two, and you. And we're all good on demands. Now they want soap though. That's where the interesting one comes in. How do I do this? Do it like that. Isn't going to work, is it? Have to move that. Hmm. This isn't going to work, is it? So we need 5 big farms. Do we? um, delete that days and stop moving those. Got a big gap here though, that's the problem. It's that gap I don't like. And then we end up with a big gap there. And we would still end up with quite a big gap here. How about if we didn't have you? It's there, it's there. And get shuffled down one more.
Your city has grown more beautiful.
Oh, because I got rid of a pig. So. Because you to be. That instead. Hmm. Technically do that. I think I prefer this over this. Get rid of them. They'll reach the silo. Means I can put decorations in to help with that. Alright. But you. To the way. Does mean I need another grain mill. And I also need these, just in case a fire breaks out there. That would be soap production covered. Up. Them. Right, that's that done. I could do the same here. There. Yeah, I think that all works out well enough. And our demands are looking good. But with that comes,
I like being oppressed.
you need soap. You've got a school. We haven't provided you with a church. Soap will come in. Well, it's starting to come in already. Two pigs. We're overproducing on pigs. Is that covering pigs? Which means means that we should be able to get that up and running. Demand is for 7, we're doing 8. 4, 4. Yep. So that's looking good. Not close enough to the school. You're close enough to the school. Because the school's all the way up there, isn't it? That's why. Hold. Fix that for you. Perfect. As soon as that green goes green for soap, they're ready to upgrade to the artisan level. Which means that it is then that we can do much more. But what we didn't build was a shipyard. We'll put over here. It cost us 100 workers, apparently. So in 2 hours we're ready to go to artisans. In which we have to make glass, sewing machines, fur coats. Beer will become a thing. We can make the Dockland, which means that we can either do away with bread production, or we could do away with clothing. Pigs give us a negative effect, and they're noisy and they're smelly. People don't like that. So that would be, if we got rid of all of that, then we'd be 54 on top of this. So we'd be at 213, so we'd be at 267. We would also get access to the mooring, so we could have people coming here visiting our island. You don't see them walking around doing things around your island, but brings some kind of tourism to your island.
Not too many changes, I hope.
City becomes uglier, godless place with no church.
Uncompromising journalism.
That you live with a shame in your paper is admirable.
Is it shame? Right, I think I need to call it a night, but yeah. Hopefully that took a lot longer
To serve one such as I.
than
Some people fish, others disturb the water.
okay. Than initially I thought it would, but as you can see, we've got the stamps. Now, I will throw in my normal stamps, so these won't probably be the same as what we've got here. But I'll keep these ones as well. But there'll be additional ones, and there'll be additional options down the bottom here. And so instead of everything being in here, it'll be in its own categories like animals, housing, and so on. Easier to find. what I'm looking for when I do that. The other thing is you can actually change what you've got here. So if it was showing as wheat and it's actually bread production, you can change it to bread. You could change this to whatever you want. So you could say, you know, the market, or leave it as the housing. It's entirely up to you. And you can obviously rename them. Now, none of these have taken into account a trade union, which we can build now, which is this, and everything has to be incorporated within that circle. And then, in fact, I can build one. And then you add cards, which I have none. But Eli
To work with the lowest.
sells.
You answer only to God and the Queen. How many can say that?
Like, what's the one here? There you go, fishery. So if all my fishing docks was incorporated in the area, I could buy her in a harbour master, which is like a trade union, but it goes in the ocean. And then
This rocks for the worst of the worst. You'll not find a goodly soul upon it.
every fishery that's incorporated within that circle will get a 10% productivity output. So you could massively change. So these cards are really powerful, depending on what you go for. And it tells you what they go in equipped in trade union, harbour master. I haven't got 2 artisans yet, so therefore these are still on workers. That means these are probably still on workers as well. Yep. In fact, yeah, you can see by the symbol at the top. Still on workers. Second island is on farmers, and they're still on farmers. We look in here. Economy-wise, much stronger. Military-wise, much stronger. We're actually not stronger in military. It's just we've got more islands, so we've got more cannons. That's all that means. In terms of actual power, we've got 1 ship. So military might, we're the same, probably.
Water may float a boat.
Yeah, we've all got
I shall never take the wonder.
just our flagship. None of us have actually got any additional ships. Now, the way that these build, don't read too much into it. They build the minimum amount of stuff needed, but they don't actually build enough of it. Like, there isn't enough wheat fields plots there, potato plots there. You need 144. There's no way there's 144 there, or 72 potatoes there. But there's enough to make it look like, you know, it's plausible. But they're doing bread, but do you see something that's missing? I presume they're doing bread. That's
There's always room
the
for all
distillery.
at
That's
Inn.
the brick factory. I don't see a bread factory anywhere. Maybe their people aren't demanding bread yet. I'd have thought with the amount of that they've got there, they'd be demanding bread. As you can see, they keep their attraction level up by putting trees in. Which I could happily do. Not a big deal. And there you go. But now my island is now 239. Ornaments, 34 added from the ornaments. Yeah. Like that's a bit more believable. And that's a bit more believable. But these probably aren't demanding bread either yet. What I was going to say is, even though they're doing wheat, I don't see silos on these. So if they are doing bread, there's no windmill to make flour, and there's no bread factory. And so, are they making bread or just doing wheat? And if they're just doing wheat, then why are they just doing wheat? Because the wheat's not being consumed anywhere. And if they're only doing wheat to sell, then where's their ship selling wheat? Or are they just selling it in the harbour?
The Emperor and Empress also wish that I
They're
join
buying.
in
Oh no,
strange
they're offering wheat, and so they're selling it. And they require bread. So they're not actually doing bread yet, because they're buying it in with sausages, beer, and soap. So they haven't got them up and running. Did we get trade rights with you?
Yes, pick me. We'll explore distant lands.
And they're
Sing
asking for the
songs,
same.
press singular flowers.
But they're not selling wheat. But they've got a wheat farm going. You know, so it's are they doing it? Aren't they doing it? It's up to. I don't pay attention really to what they're doing on their islands. It's just occasionally I go over, look, and go, oh yeah, you're at that level now. But anyway, I do think I need to call it a night there. What I'll do is I'll get all of these islands up and running off cam, so they all at least farmers and making money. And then when we come back, we'll get ready to move on to the artisan level. And had fun bringing in the ducklands and all of that fun stuff. Every DLC is active anyway, so yeah. There's one DLC I'm now a big fan of, which adds airships into the game. Not a big fan of that one. Anyway, until next time, take care. See ya.